Monday afternoon, and what a crappy day it is. I don't know if it ever broke 50 degrees today. It's damp, overcast, and just ugly. I want to get going on working on my tiller that I picked up. I have done a little more cleaning on it. I think today I'm going to change the engine oil. I need to change the gear oil in the transmission and the rear end. It's all one unit. They use the same oil. I don't have enough. I guess it's not oil, it's gear fluid. I don't have enough of that to fill it up, but I may go ahead and drain it and put what I have in it for now and get that ball rolling. But we're still dead in the water as far as using it or firing it up and going through the paces as the functions of it until the parts for the carburetor are ordered. Actually, I just ordered a whole new carburetor from the ROP shop. I figured it's an aftermarket carburetor, but there's a lot of good comments on YouTube about it and other places. I figured I'll put it on there, and if it doesn't work the way I want, I'll just rob the bowl gasket out of it, put it on the OEM carburetor, slap it back on it. So I have some options. So yeah, it's an oil change, but I'm doing a series on it, and we're going to video the oil change. So let's get into it. Dollar Tree. My wife loves to shop at the Dollar Tree, then the dollar store and those places. So I pick up stuff like this. It's a little too high, but we can make it work. 7/16 wrench. You know it's old when the drain plug is a square plug. This will tell us a little bit about the engine. See how I could tell the oil was a little dark, but we'll see if there's any metal shavings or anything like that in it. Old oil. So we'll let that drain, cut away. While it's draining, I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch oil running out of a hole. 21 ounces of oil. I have 10W30 oil here. I think the spout on this one will be good enough. All right, so we need to take this jug down to 11 ounces, and then we'll have our 21 ounces in them. These things, this paper on here like this is annoying. It's not like it's food that you need to make sure you have a good fresh seal on it. The spout on this funnel could be a little longer, so pouring slow. I have a longer funnel. You think I would have been smart enough to grab it, but we'll make it do. Ways to go yet. I guess the nice thing about this is the way this is set up. If you overfill it, it's just going to come out the fill hole. Almost there. And that should do it. 21 ounces of oil in there. And I can see it right to the top. When I'm done with my funnels, I always wipe them out. And still have a paper towel in there. That way the next time I use it, I don't have dust and other gunk clinging to oil to fight with. To drain that gear oil, I have to take that tire off, and the plug is behind it. We'll get that drained and put in what I do have. Let's get started on taking this off. Yeah. There's our drain plug. Hopefully it's in the camera's view. Let me get something to prop it up a little bit. At least prop it up high enough to get a drain pan under it. I think that's the best it's going to get. I tried a couple different ways. I tried getting it all the way to the edge of the table so the oil would drain off of the edge into a drain pan. But that's not going to work because it's too tippy and I don't want the tiller falling over. So we're going to go with this route, and the drain pan I was using before is a little too tall. So, like I said, the wife loves to shop at the Dollar Tree. We're in business. Holy crap, is that drain plug in there? I tried to get it with this wrench. I tried tapping the wrench with a hammer and nothing. So, see if this will work. 3/8 extension backwards. Fits right over that plug. I can do it without knocking the tiller over. Yeah, she's coming. I don't think that thing's been out in a long time. When I'm done with this lifeblood change, this old tiller is gonna really appreciate it. She's gonna thank me. Yeah. Yeah, that hasn't been out in quite a while. Get my stuff out of the way. So if oil comes out, I'm not making a huge mess. Get my 20-cent oil drain pan. If you guys change your own fluids in your equipment and your vehicles, what do you do with it when you're done? Do you take it to AutoZone or Advanced Auto, one of those places, O'Reilly's, and have it recycled? What do you do with it? I save mine. I jug it, put it in jugs, and I use it as a fire starter in my wood stove. I'll get it packed full of wood and I'll pour the old used motor oil on it and torch it. It works really well. That's pretty dark and ugly too. Ugly stuff. I wouldn't doubt it if that stuff's been in there since 1985. From what I can tell, the closest I can get this is a 1985, 87. I think it's an 85, which is a good year. That's the year my old ass graduated from high school. So I'll bring you back when it's done dripping. I forgot to take the fill cap off. That'll help it drain a little better. They don't put this stuff, suppose they put it in the best place they could, but it's always in a place you can't get your big meaty hands into. There, that'll help it, should help it. Yeah, coming out a little quicker. Look out, Diesel. That's better. It's pretty much done draining. There's another plug right here. I've cracked it loose already. It was in there tight as hell too. I don't know if that's a breather plug or what it is. It's directly above the plug I took out to drain. So I'm not sure. I cannot find hardly any literature on this unit anywhere. I tried searching all over the internet and I'm not getting anything. So it looks like it's done draining, so we'll put this plug back in. That one's pretty much done, so we'll put that plug back in, get the oil pan out of the way, and then I'll show you what it looks like. It says that this takes 54 ounces of gear oil, and that was not 54 ounces that came out by a long shot. I didn't expect anything but that, so that's why we're doing what we're doing. Yeah, don't stick your nose in there, Diesel. Okay. Drained. Put my tools away. There's oil that came out of it. Dirty, but not bad. Get it so you can see it. I can see a little silvery sheen in there, but it's gear oil, and it's probably been in there for, whoa, 40 years. What do you expect? All right, let's get this tire on. You can see in this shaft, there are two holes, and there's a hole in the rim. This thing does not have a freewheel like the Troy-bilt horse that my dad had in the 1980s. It had just a shift lever. You could put it into neutral and freewheel it. This one you can't. You have to pull the pin, slide the tire back, and put it in past the hub here, and it'll roll that way. And when you put it in gear, the tines and the axles are always spinning. So with these on here, the correct, like I'm telling you, if I get it lifted up. Now the pin is on the outside of the hub, and this will just freewheel like that. Then when you get it to your garden and you want to till, you just pull the pin, slide the rim out, line up the holes, drop your pin in, and now your tires will spin with the axle. You start it up, you have it at low speed. The tines or the axles won't spin. As soon as you give it some gas, they'll start to spin together. The tires spin slower than the tines do. That way it'll let the tines do some work and not jump ahead of you. So it's pretty ingenious design. But the way that horse was set up was a little better than this. You didn't have to move your tires in and out. You just moved the lever. Nonetheless, it is what it is. 80-90 weight gear oil. I'm going to have to pour it slow or I'm going to make a mess with it too. And of course, the stupid paper seal. At least this one comes off a little easier than that motor oil did. 32 ounces, it takes 54, so it'll take all this and the better part of another one. Like I said, I'm pouring it slow, trying not to overshoot the hole there. There's thick oil too, so that helps pour slow. I bet that oil, both oils we drained were really old. And I wouldn't be afraid to say that gear oil was probably factory oil. We're getting it there. Uh-oh. So much for 54 ounces. I think I need to slow down and let it catch up. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. That plug I had off at the top, that could be a fill level right there. You fill it here until it starts to come out there and call it good, but that wouldn't be anywhere near 54 ounces. We'll keep going. And then once you do that, you think you're always overfilling it or leaking it because you can't tell if it's running out or not. If I lift it up like that, I can see. We'll do that. You probably can't see it. I hope you can, but actually holding the funnel above the hole and watching it run in. And it's spilling over again. Maybe I just need to slow my ass down. Or maybe I need to do some more research and make sure it holds 54 ounces. I think it's just trying to fill all the chambers in there. And I'm making a mess wasting my oil while it does. It sucks because this gear oil is not cheap. And it does it again. I think I learned my lesson. Stop wasting my oil. I'm going to have to fill it and let it soak in, go through its paces. Yeah, dumbass, do that instead of letting it run all over the table. Let me get a light. Now that's pretty full. I don't know if the 54 ounces I was reading was for another model or what, but that's pretty full. I think I can top it off just a hair more, and it's going to be good. Live and learn. I'm not mad. I don't have to spend more money on gear oil. It does kind of tick me off that I wasted some of it dumping it on the table, but let me get my light shining on that. There it is, full. Okay, we're going to call that good. I thought 54 ounces was quite a bit. That must be for a horse model or something, another model that's larger. Oil all over my lift table, but that's all right. Other than it's freaking expensive, I guess I rust-proof my table with a nice coating of oil or gear lube. All right, I have it moved on the table. Clean up my mess with gear oil. Like I said, I guess if anything, just get a nice coat of oil on this bare diamond plate. Hope they have the Strait of Hormuz open soon, so we can actually afford to do stuff like this again someday. Motor oil changed and gear oil changed. Before I actually run this thing, I'll check the gear oil in the gearbox. Make sure it's topped off, but it looked pretty full to me. I guess whenever I do this again, I know 1 quart of it is plenty. So there you have it. Fluids changed. The carburetor will not be here until Friday, they say. So probably when I get home from work Friday, if it's here, I'll make a video doing that and we can probably fire her up. I have time, not ready to till. My yard's wet. We've had so much rain. Everything's wet. The soil is just so wet. It's not a good time to try to till. At least got oil or gear fluid, gear oil all over my tire. It's nice and shiny now. Looks like a tire shined it. That's good. It's coming along fine. I'm happy with it. Hopefully Friday, we'll see her run. Maybe we can do function tests with it and see what happens. One thing I am going to do right now, it'll do wonders. Berryman B12 in the fuel. This stuff, Berryman, Seafoam. I think Berryman is just as good. That's probably plenty for that little tank, but really gets in there and cleans things up, cleans your carburetor, cleans the inside of your engine, carbon on your piston and rings and valves. This Berryman is a lot cheaper than Seafoam, and in my opinion, it works exactly the same, if not better. So I think I picked this up at Walmart for like $4.50 a can. So I grabbed like 5 cans of it because I put it in everything. All my trucks got it. My mowers got it. This has it now. Everything with a gasoline engine in it got Berryman B12 in it. There's the original carburetor, air cleaner, air filter, the air cleaner canister, the backing plate off of the carburetor, the original carburetor. I tore this all apart, broke it all the way down, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm sure it'll work just fine. I just need that bowl gasket. But like I said, I opted for $13 to buy a whole carburetor. We'll see how that goes. See if that was the right decision or not. Thanks for watching.